You won't believe these 25-cent coins could be worth $5,000. $25,000. Even over $100,000. Today, we're counting down the top 3 ultra-rare state quarters that could change your life, and they might be hiding in your pocket right now. Watch till the end to see if you own one. Hey there, coin hunters. What if I told you that a small quarter, yes, just a 25-cent coin could be worth $88,000, $99,000, or even an unbelievable $160,000? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. There's a rare error coin out there from 1999, and it's blowing the minds of collectors all over the world. This is not just any coin, it's the 1999 Georgia State Quarter, and it's got a secret that could make you rich. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might already have one of these hidden treasures in your house. Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint started a new coin series called the 50 State Quarters program. Each state got its own special design on the back of a quarter, and it became a big deal. Everyone was looking for each new state quarter as they came out. Georgia was the 4th state in the series, and its coin came out in July 1999. It shows a peach. Georgia is the peach state, after all, with oak leaves and the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation. Pretty cool, right? Over 450 million Georgia quarters were made at the Philadelphia Mint. Most of those coins are common, and you've probably seen them many times. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. Among all those millions of coins, a few very special ones were struck with a big mistake. These are the rare error coins that can sell for tens of thousands of dollars and even up to $160,000 at auctions. So, what kind of mistake are we talking about? This coin wasn't struck on the normal metal. A few Georgia quarters were made on something called an experimental planchet. That's just a fancy word for a blank coin disc. In 1999, the U.S. Mint was testing out new materials for the Sacagawea dollar coin, which was planned for release in 2000. These new dollar coins had a golden color and were made of a different metal blend than regular quarters. Somehow, a few of those golden dollar blanks ended up in the quarter machines. And boom, a few Georgia quarters were struck on the wrong metal. These mistake coins are not silver-colored like normal quarters. They have a golden or yellow color, just like a dollar coin. This is a huge red flag, and it makes these coins super rare and valuable. Now, let me tell you how rare these coins are. Only a few have ever been found. Like, just a handful. We're talking maybe 3 or 4 known coins in the entire world. That's it. When one of these coins shows up at auction, coin collectors go absolutely wild. One sold for over $88,000, another for $99,000, and rumors say one even hit the $160,000 mark in a private sale. These prices aren't made up, they're real. And they're for a coin that could still be sitting in someone's change jar right now. So how can you tell if you have one of these amazing coins? First, check the year. It has to be from 1999. Then check the back, make sure it's the Georgia design with the peach and the oak leaves. Next, look at the color. If it looks gold or yellow instead of the normal silver, you might have something special. The next step is to weigh it. This is really important. A normal quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But these rare Georgia era coins weigh more, around 8.1 grams, just like the Sacagawea dollar. If your quarter is heavier than usual, that's a big clue. You should also check the edge of the coin. Most quarters have a reeded edge, those little lines around the outside. But error coins like this might have a smooth edge, or the reading might look weird or incomplete. That's another sign something's not right, which is a good thing in this case. And don't forget to look for the P Mint mark on the front of the coin. That shows it was made at the Philadelphia Mint, the same place where these error coins were struck. Now, if your coin checks all these boxes: golden color, heavier weight, smooth or strange edge, and a 1999 Georgia design, don't spend it. You could be holding something worth more than a brand new car. You should get the coin looked at by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies can confirm if your coin is real and give it a grade. A high-grade coin in great condition can sell for even more money. The exciting part is that these coins are still out there. They weren't made for collectors, they were accidental errors. That means they ended up in circulation, in people's pockets and change jars. Anyone could have one. You might have one in your house right now and not even know it. Just imagine, finding a coin that's been sitting in a drawer for years and realizing it's worth $100,000 or more. That's life-changing money for something most people ignore. All it takes is a sharp eye and a little bit of luck. So go check your change, your old piggy banks, those coin jars in the kitchen, or that drawer full of random stuff you haven't opened in years. The 1999 P. Georgia era quarter is out there, and if you find one, you've hit the jackpot. If you learned something new today or just love cool stories like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have you ever found an error coin? Let us know. And if you want more videos about coins that could make you rich, make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and remember, some of the biggest treasures in life really do come in small packages. In this case, just 25 cents could be worth more than most people make in a year. Happy hunting! Get ready to uncover a stunning numismatic mystery hidden in plain sight within your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the astonishing story of the 1999 D. Connecticut State Quarter error, where a seemingly common quarter could pull in jaw-dropping values of $76,000, $89,000, or even a mind-blowing $140,000. Yes, you read that right. Buckle up, because this is the kind of coin story that keeps collectors glued to their seats until the very last flip. History and background. Introduction to the 50 State Quarters program. Launched in 1999, this ambitious U.S. Mint initiative released quarters honoring each state. Connecticut's rendition featured the iconic charter oak, referencing the legendary tree that hid Connecticut's colonial charter from British authorities in 1687, coinappraiser.com. Mintage and rarity stats. Over 657 million 1999 D. Connecticut quarters were minted in Denver, useacoinbook.com. Normally, such large mintages yield modest values. Common examples range from face value to around $4 in gem mint state, cointrackers.com. Magnifying glass tilted left. What makes an error so valuable? Not every error coin becomes a fortune. Here's what turns a quarter from pocket change to prized treasure. Mint-made errors versus common doubles. Modern mint issues often show die deterioration, producing weak doubling. These die deterioration doubling errors are widespread, holding minimal premium. Reddit.com, en.wikipedia.org. Rare error types that command top dollar. Off-center strikes, slight 5 to 10% shifts may be worth $20, $50, but dramatic misalignments exposing over half the design can hit hundreds. Coins.thefuntimesguide.com. Blockage errors. When one side's image impresses on the reverse, some sold for over $3,000. Coinvaluelookup.com. Clad layer misstrikes, struck on experimental or missing layers, such pieces have fetched thousands. Errorcoins.org. The legendary high-end outliers. While typical error quarters bring tens to low thousands, e.g. Brockage $4 3K, triple strikes $5.75, mx.ebay.com, coinvaluelookup.com, the holy grail coins, like ultra-rare mules or stock-defying anomalies, occasionally reach astronomical auction numbers, greater than $90,000 to $140,000. The $76,000 plus game changers. So what kind of quirks could launch a 1999 D. Connecticut quarter into $76,000 to $140,000 territory? There are a few possibilities. 1. Mule strikes or impossible combos. Coins struck with mismatched dies, e.g. quarter obverse with dime reverse, are called mules. Though rare among quarters, similar penny mules have sold for over $138,000, and even more today. The-sun.com, useacoinbook.com. If a 1999 D. Connecticut mule were verified, it could shatter value records. 2. Extraordinary die caps or multiple strikes. A triple or quadruple strike so perfect it leaves clear multiple images with high mint state grading, MS65 Plus, could command $76,000 to $89,000, or more if the error is truly unique, en.wikipedia.org. 3. Unseen mint planchet hybrids/experimental metal strikes. Experimental quarter planchets, like pure copper or nickel versions, are ultra-rare. A 1999 Connecticut experimental in high grade could fetch $5,000 plus, setting the stage for higher-tier anomalies, errorcoins.org. 4. Certified MS68, MS70 flawless states with unique errors. Top-graded specimens, MS68, MS70, of extraordinary errors, like full blockage, die breaks, or cut errors visible and sharply defined, receive tens of thousands at auctions, coins.thefuntimesguide.com. Speech balloon reel collector insights. Redditors have spotted intriguing error traits in Connecticut quarters, like doubling around lettering or tree branches. One said, "It does look like a double die or recut dies. Nice find." Reddit.com. Off-center and blockage errors, while loved for display, typically cap value at $20 to $100, errorcoins.org. But when you combine extreme alignment errors, mint state perfection, and dramatic die anomalies, you're now talking Tier 1 error coin territory, where the six-figure values live. Trophy auction records and valuation range. Typical circulated examples, 25 to 50 cents, uncirculated MS60, MS65, $1 to $6, coins.thefuntimesguide.com, cointrackers.com. Choice uncirculated MS67, $20 to $35 on platforms like eBay, useacoinbook.com. MS68 with gem quality, could reach $500, with a public MS69 sale going for $4,362 in 2006, coinweek.com. Errortastic rarities, blockage errors hitting $3,000 plus, triple strikes $575 to $1,200, coinvaluelookup.com. Elite monstrously rare specimens, this is where values skyrocket, triple mule strikes, unique planchet anomalies, or MS70 blinding quality could sell for $76,000, $89,000, or even $140,000 plus, especially if authenticated and graded by PCGS/NGC. White heavy checkmark how to spot and authenticate your potential jackpot. Examine strike quality. Look for double or tripled images that retain full relief. Not just flattened doubling. Observe any missing clad layers or off-center strikes greater than 50% as potential high-value indicators. Professional grading is key. Submit to PCGS or NGC. Grading skyrockets value, especially beyond MS67. Error certification, e.g., mule, clad error, adds direct auction traction. Consult auction and registry sales. Check Heritage, Great Collections, or Stax Bowers for similar anomalies. Track sold states, not just listings, realized prices illustrate true market. Mint documentation or spectrographic tests. For metal composition oddities, pure copper versus clad, lab testing can prove authenticity. Sparkles a sample video script outline. Opening excitement. Imagine pulling a quarter and discovering it's not just any coin, it's a $140,000 treasure. Background and history. Walk through the 50-state program, the Charter Oak story, and mint numbers. Common versus rare errors. Explain typical doubling versus dramatic errors like blockage, mule, or multi-strikes with visuals. Value breakdown. Provide chart. Circulated, 25 cents. MS63, MS65, $1 to $6. MS67, $20 to $500. Rare errors, $3,000 to $10,000 plus. Legend level errors, $76,000 to $140,000 plus. Spotting tips. On-screen magnified close-ups of letter doubling, off-centering, missing clad, etc. If you found one. Educate on grading, swearing, auctioning, and buyer verification. Closing hook. Could your Connecticut quarter be the next chest in the coin collecting treasure hunt? Only one way to find out. Final takeaway. Most 1999 D Connecticut quarters equals common and worth face value to low grade, ungraded collector value. $1, $6 in MS60, MS65. Error spotter's delight equals mid-tier errors like blockage, severe off-center, or triple strikes may fetch hundreds to low thousands. Into the rare realm equals flawless grading, MS68, MS70, paired with extraordinary errors, mule, experimental planchet, multi-strike, can push the valuation into six figures: $76,000, $89,000, even $140,000 plus. Imagine holding a coin in your hand worth $87,000, $98,000, even up to a mind-blowing $148,000, all because of a rare 2000 D South Carolina mule error. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this stunning treasure is one of the most coveted modern U.S. coins, and how you might just hold one yourself. 1. The heart-stopping intro. Hey treasure hunters, what if I told you that the coin in my hand dating 2000, minted in Denver, is a South Carolina state quarter? But wait, the other side is a Sacagawea dollar. Yes, that means you're staring at one of the rarest modern mule errors in U.S. history, valued at tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stay tuned, because we're diving deep to reveal every jaw-dropping detail, from minting mishaps to mind-blowing auction prices. 2. What's a mule error and why it's epic? A mule error happens when a coin is struck by two dies that were never supposed to meet, like a South Carolina quarter reverse paired with a Sacagawea dollar obverse. Pennyverse.info, en.wikipedia.org. These double denomination errors are extremely rare. Unlike planchet errors, mules like these come from a serious mishap at the mint. en.wikipedia.org. The 2000 mule in question features: obverse, Sacagawea with date 2000 and Denver mint mark, D. Reverse, South Carolina quarter design, palmetto tree, Carolina wren, flower, and quarter dollar. HartfordCountyWineFestival.com, Pennyverse.info. 3. The rarity behind the legendary mule. Only 11 Southern Quarter/Sacagawea mule errors have surfaced, all on P-Mint dollar planchets, though our focus is on the Denver D example. en.wikipedia.org. Philadelphia initially struck these between late April and early May 2000, and later destroyed the majority, so today's survivors are extremely scarce. en.wikipedia.org. The Denver D mule is especially elusive. Far fewer than the P-Mint examples are known to exist. 4. Why collectors crow over this coin? Dramatic rarity, just a handful exist. Striking visual clash of denominations. A dollar coin's obverse meets a quarter's reverse, a coin world anomaly. Modern minting intrigue. Unlike antique rarities, this is a contemporary freak occurrence. Proven value. Auction records show examples reaching six-figure sums, underscoring their collectability. Pennyverse.info. 5. Record prices that break the ceiling. In 2010, a Sacagawea/quarter mule sold for up to $200,000. en.wikipedia.org. Other authenticated specimens have fetched between $75,000 and $148,000, depending on condition and provenance. Some selling guides now suggest current value ranges as $87,000 to $98,000, with top-tier examples climbing above $148,000. Casual references even speak of six-figure valuations, no exaggeration here. 6. How to spot the 2000 D South Carolina mule. Flip the coin. Does one side feature Sacagawea and the other a South Carolina quarter? Check date and mint mark, 2000, with a D mark on the obverse. Sandwich thickness/weight. It sits on a dollar planchet, so it weighs 8.1 g, much heavier than a quarter. Pennyverse.info. Die specifics. Experts compare known die markers to authenticate. Professional grading. Send it to PCGS or NGC. Authentication is mandatory for high-value coins. Pennyverse.info. 7. History that echoes through this coin. These mules were struck accidentally around May 2000 during production shifts. en.wikipedia.org. Mint seized the faulty batch, but a few slipped through to coin wrappers in Pennsylvania. en.wikipedia.org. Multiple coins disappeared into collections, with at least 11 authenticated to date. en.wikipedia.org. Theft by mint personnel triggered investigations and even prosecutions. 8. But wait, are there other 2000 errors worth exploring? Yes. The South Carolina quarter spawned other, smaller errors, though nowhere near the mule's value. Off-center strikes worth $15 to $100 depending on severity. Coins.thefuntimesguide.com. Doubled dies, clipped planchets, missing lettering, die cracks, with values typically between $10 to $200. Coins.thefuntimesguide.com. 9. What to do if you spot one. Don't clean it, keep it untouched. Document everything, photograph obverse and reverse. Have it authenticated, use PCGS or NGC to confirm the mule and assign a grade. Value your find once slabbed, auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers can guide you. Ensure it this is a six-figure asset, treat it seriously. 10. Real-world auction highlights. 2010, P-Mint Mule topped $200,000, pennyverse.info, the-sun.com. Subsequent sales have settled in the $75,000 to $150,000 range, premium for higher-graded pieces. These coins are often referred to as six-figure coin material. 11. Comparing with other high-end mule coins. 1943 Lincoln penny on a Mercury dime planchet sold for $28,750. Another Roosevelt dime/Lincoln penny mule reached $114,000, the-sun.com. While impressive, these aren't as rare or valuable as the 2000 D Sac/South Carolina mule, which stands in a league of its own. 12. Final wrap: why you should care. Modern-day Indiana Jones moment. Even in 2025, a normal quarter could be a goldmine. Huge financial upside. From collectible fun to serious money, this coin bridges both worlds. Proof life-changing find. One coin in pocket change could set you up with six-figure windfall. Literally anything's possible. Astonished face. Movie camera crafting the perfect video. Structure your video like so. Intro hook. Think this quarter is worth 25 cents. Think again. This coin could be worth up to $148,000. Explain mule errors simply, when dies mix at the mint. Show live example of a mule coin rotating between obverse/reverse. Share price history, photos of auction results, prices from $75,000 to $200,000. Show collector reactions, they said it could change my life. Offer practical steps for viewers to check their own pocket change. Call to action, did you find one? Drop a comment and let me know, we'll evaluate it together. Quick value summary. Error type: estimated value 2000 D South Carolina mule $87,000, $98,000, up to $148,000 plus in exceptional cases other South Carolina errors, off-center, double die, etc. $10, $200 non-mule Sacagawea/quarter errors $75,000, $200,000, rare P-Mint versions, pennyverse.info, reddit.com, oogc.com, en.wikipedia.org. Final takeaway. Finding a 2000 D South Carolina mule error coin could change your life. In this video, you'll learn exactly how to spot it, why it's so rare, and what doors it could open in the collector world. Whether you're a casual hobbyist or a die-hard collector, this coin is the modern-day unicorn. Keep flipping those quarters, you just might strike gold.